Dad, I want to marry her today. I know what you're going to say. I know what today is. I know the news that's all over the town, all over the house. I've heard it too, she's getting married today. But I don't care. I don't care who she's marrying. I don't care where the venue is, who the groom is, how many guests are there, what dress she's wearing. None of that matters to me, because I wasn't supposed to just stand back and let her go. Not like this, not without trying, not without screaming for her. I'm not asking you for permission. I'm asking you to understand me. I can't breathe with this weight in my chest. Every minute that passes, I feel like I'm losing her. Like she's slipping through my fingers and there's nothing I can do unless I move now. Unless I act now. I'm not going to sit in this room while someone else puts a ring on her finger and promises her a life that should have been mine to give. I don't care what tradition says. I don't care what people say. This isn't about pride. This isn't about ego. This is about love. Mine, hers, ours. I've stayed quiet long enough. I've watched her drift further away, day after day, thinking maybe I was doing the right thing. Maybe I was respecting boundaries. Maybe I was giving her space. But Dad, what if she never wanted space? What if she was waiting? What if she's standing there right now, in that bridal room, hoping, praying that someone walks through the door and says, "Come with me, I choose you." Not today, not someday now. I'm not asking for your approval. I'm telling you my truth. She's the one, the only one. The way she looks at me, the way she listens when I speak, the way her silence feels louder than 1,000 words when I'm with her. I can't live a life without that. I won't. I don't want to wake up 10 years from now wondering what would have happened if I had just stood up today and said, "No, she's not marrying anyone else. She's mine. You're my father. You've taught me a lot about being a man, about holding responsibility, about facing consequences. Well, this is me doing that. This is me taking responsibility for every feeling I've buried, every word I never said, every time I looked at her and wanted to hold her but didn't. I'm facing the consequence of silence, and I can't live with it anymore. I want to marry her today. Yes, today. Not tomorrow. Not someday when it's convenient or easy or acceptable to others. Today, even if it means chaos. Even if it means we burn down every rule written before us. Even if it means I have to walk into that wedding and look every person in the eye and say, "She doesn't belong here. She belongs with me." You're probably thinking I've lost my mind. Maybe I have. Maybe love is supposed to drive you mad. Maybe real love doesn't come with logic and timing and polite arrangements. Maybe it comes with storms. And this storm inside me, it's not going away unless I go to her, take her hand, and show her that there's still a choice, that she's not trapped, that she can walk away from whatever is waiting at the end of that aisle and walk towards something real with me. I've waited long enough. I've loved her in silence. I've dreamed of a life with her 1,000 times in my head, but dreaming isn't enough anymore. I need her in my reality. I want to wake up to her laughter. I want to argue about silly things and make up in whispers. I want to build a life with her, not just a fantasy I keep reliving alone. I know what today is. I'm not stupid, but I'm also not scared. I'm not scared of judgment, or anger, or the mess this might cause. I'm scared of regret. I'm scared of sitting in a quiet room years from now, wondering if she ever thought of me that day, wondering if she was hoping I would come for her, and realizing I didn't. I can't let her walk into a marriage that doesn't have her whole heart. I know her heart. I've felt it. I've seen the hesitation in her eyes when she talks about this wedding. She's doing it because it's what's expected, because she thinks it's too late. Because no one ever told her, you don't have to. Well, I'm telling her now. She doesn't have to. Not if she still loves me. Not if there's even a flicker of feeling left between us. That's all I need. One sign, one look, one moment, and I'll take her away from all of this. Because I love her, Dad. Not in the simple way. Not in the safe, convenient, pretty way. I love her like a fire that won't die out. I love her like I've known her in every life before this one. I love her like she's the only thing that makes sense in a world that never has. So please, I need you to understand. Don't stop me. Don't tell me to calm down. Don't remind me what day it is. Because I don't care. I want to marry her, today, and I will, even if I have to fight the whole damn world to do it. You think this is just impulse? That I'm acting out of desperation? Maybe I am desperate, but not because I'm afraid of losing her to someone else. I'm afraid of losing her to a life she never chose, a life she was forced into, a life that looks perfect on paper, but is hollow inside. You know what's worse than pain, Dad? Regret. And I swear to you, I won't live with it. I know what she means to me. She's not just someone I love. She's everything. She's in the spaces between my thoughts. She's in every plan I've made for the future. I've built my life around her without even realizing it. Every time I laugh, I think of what her smile would look like beside mine. Every time I fall apart, I wish it was her hands holding me together. And now I'm supposed to just sit here and watch someone else call her mine? Watch someone else take her name, hold her hand, walk her into a life that doesn't belong to her? No, I can't. I won't. Do you know what it feels like to watch the one you love stand at the edge of a cliff, ready to jump, not because she wants to, but because everyone around her told her she had to? That it's too late to turn back? That this is what's best for her? But what if it's not? What if that life kills her slowly, day by day, smile by smile? Who's going to answer for that? Let me be the one who gives her a different ending. One where she doesn't have to pretend. One where she can breathe. Where she can laugh like she used to. Where she can be herself, not someone she was molded into to fit someone else's world. Do you remember the first time I told you about her? I didn't even say her name. I just said, there's someone. And when she looks at me, I forget the rest of the world exists. That hasn't changed, Dad. If anything, it's only grown stronger. That feeling, that pull, it's unbearable now. It's loud, it's fierce, it's undeniable. So tell me, how do I turn away from that? How do I silence something that's been screaming in my chest since the day I met her? I've stayed away out of respect. I've swallowed my pride, my love, my pain, all of it because I thought maybe this was what she wanted. But I was wrong. I see it now. She never wanted this. She just didn't know she had a choice. Well, I'm going to give her that choice. I'm going to stand in front of her today, yes, today, on the day everyone says I've already lost Herend. I'm going to look her in the eyes and ask her one question. Is this what you want? And if she says yes, if she looks me in the eyes and tells me she's happy, that she's ready, that she truly wants this life with someone else, then I'll walk away. I swear I will. I won't look back. I'll carry the pain. I'll carry the memory, but I'll respect her truth. But if there's even a second of hesitation, even the slightest flicker of doubt, if her eyes tremble, if her hands shake, if her lips part like she wants to speak but can't, I'm taking her with me. I'll grab her hand and I'll run. I don't care who tries to stop me. I don't care what anyone says. I will fight for her. I will protect her. I will build a life around her from scratch if I have to. But I will not let her become someone else's mistake. You raised me to stand for what I believe in. You raised me to fight for what's right. Well, this, she, is what's right. And this is the fight I choose. So, don't ask me to calm down. Don't ask me to think twice. I've done nothing but think about her since the day she walked into my life. Let the world call me reckless. Let them say I'm foolish. Let them say I lost my mind. But I'd rather be called insane for loving her too much than be remembered as the man who let her go. You know what the worst part is, Dad? It's not that she's getting married to someone else. It's not even that I might lose her forever. It's the thought that she might be standing there dressed up, covered in jewelry, surrounded by noise and feeling completely alone. That's what breaks me. That's what makes my hands shake and my chest feel like it's caving in. Because I know her. I know her in a way no one else does. I know how she hides her pain behind that soft smile. I know how her silence screams louder than her words ever could. I know that if she's going through with this wedding, it's not because she wants to, it's because she thinks she has to. And I can't let her believe that. I can't let her believe she's out of choices. Because she's not. I'm right here. I've always been right here. Maybe I should have come earlier. Maybe I should have shouted louder, loved harder, fought sooner. But I'm here now. And I'm not leaving without telling her the truth. Not just mine, but hers, too. Because I know she still loves me. I see it in every glance she tries to hide. I hear it in every word she can't say. I feel it in the way my heart won't let go. I know you're worried, Dad. Worried that I'm ruining her life. Or mine. But let me ask you something. What kind of life is it if it's built on silence? On lies? On pretending we never existed? You raised me to build a life with honesty, with courage, with love. So I'm doing just that. Even if she turns me away, at least I'll know I tried. At least I'll know I didn't run from the fire, I walked straight into it. Because she was worth it. Because this love, it's not ordinary. It never was. And you know what? If I fail today, if she walks away, if she marries someone else, if I never see her again, then I'll carry this love in my chest like a burning truth. I'll carry it into every day of my life, not with bitterness, but with pride. Because I loved her the way she deserved to be loved. Fully, completely, fearlessly. But I'm not thinking about losing her right now. I'm thinking about what happens if she says yes. What happens if she looks at me, in the middle of that madness, and whispers my name? What happens if her eyes meet mine and she runs to me? No hesitation, no fear, just love. That's the moment I'm living for. So Dad, don't stop me. Don't tell me this is impossible. Because the only thing truly impossible is living without her. I'm going to her now. I don't care who stands in my way. I'm going to tell her everything I should have told her long ago. I'm going to ask her to choose me today, now, in this moment. And if she does, we're not waiting another day. We're not running anymore. We're getting married, today, just like it should have been all